Hello, so this is going to be a very simple video. What I've got here is an old dirty sort of corroded slightly baking tray that needs to be thrown away. And I thought before I throw it away I'm just going to do some knife tests on it. And the idea is basically if you were really worried about being stabbed or something and needed some improvised sort of armour, could you cut a bit of this out and use it as a panel in a jacket? Now, I don't know how well it's going to work, and as I've sort of mentioned before, if you had layers of something, so if you had a panel of this in front of some sort of soft armour, it would work a lot better than just this on its own. But I thought before throwing it away it would be worth doing, so I'm going to use two knives to test this. I'm going to use the Alpina Sport, and this is just a stainless steel knife. I'm going to use the Fairbairn Sykes because this is much better at stabbing through things. So let's start off with the Alpina Sport. Nope, didn't dent it at all. Yep, that's holding up really well against that. Right, let's try the Fairbairn Sykes because this is actually more of a dagger. Wow, I think that's pretty conclusive. You could cut a chunk off of this just to show you how thick it is. Obviously that's why the inside's not going to be used anymore because some of the coating's corroded off. But yeah, this works surprisingly well. So yeah, what I'll probably do then is cut a section of this out, and then this would be a very lightweight sort of panel you could have in a vest or something, just as an improved stab panel. I don't know if this is steel or aluminium or what, but it's certainly thick enough that a regular knife blade will put a dent in it, but it won't actually go through, which surprised me. I thought, you know, they might be able to pierce through this really easily, but apparently, yeah, not. So there you go. As I said, a short and simple video, but for anybody wondering, a baking tray like this, if you've got an old one that's laying about that you were going to throw away, is probably very good to make improvised armour out of. So at a later point I will cut all around this bit, and then I can have just a vital organ panel that's basically stab proof to go in front of a bit of soft armour like Kevlar. And I think this in front of a bit of stab resistant, you know, reinforced Kevlar, like the spike and stab police issue ones, should be pretty much impervious to knives. Now I know, because weapon collectors tested these before, if you are to shoot these with a proper bow or a crossbow, they will no doubt go through this. But yeah, holds up surprisingly well against sort of, you know, good knives, and a flimsy kitchen knife would probably break in the attacker's hand if they tried to stab through this. So yeah, works a lot better than expected, and I will be using this to make an armour panel at some point.